What's up with y'all? This Lonnie Spiritual. So, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about you always have a choice. All right, everybody always has a choice. Whether it may seem like the most possible impossible decision you can possibly think of, or the most, I don't know. You get the picture, kind of, whatever that scenario is, of you thinking that you might not have a choice. Just by thinking you have a choice, by thinking of one outcome or another, if depending on what you do, you make a choice. All right, now a lot of times in life we believe that we don't have a choice with certain things that we do, because we have been programmed to believe that we have to do a certain thing, when in all actuality you don't got to do shit. All right, that's just your programming and the belief that you have to do something. Now a lot of the times our choices are fueled based on not even our own wants and needs or our own beliefs, but what has been programmed into our minds that we should do. So it might not seem like you have a choice in certain situations, but the choice that you make will depend on the outcome that you desire to have. All right. So let's say if a person is addicted to crack, right? And they got to make a choice to either spend this money that they need to spend on the rent and go get this crack, or it's either you discipline yourself and get off the crack and pay your rent and keep working so you can have a place to live. Now, in certain people's eyes, that might not be a choice, that you might not seem like you have a choice, or you have to get off that crack, right? You have to pay your rent. But in all actuality, we only programmed to believe that we need to pay rent and have a house, and that's the way the world has to work, because somebody put that into our brains and into our minds. All right, at the end of the day, if somebody want to be homeless and doing what they want to do, man, I'm not going to be sitting here judging them for that, because they can do what they want to do. All right, should nobody have to be paying to live anyway? All right, so I mean, that's first thing first. That shouldn't even be a question. Like, the fact that that is normal in today's society is just like outrageous. But anyway, that person at the end of the day will make a choice based on what they want to do. All right, either that, or because the desire for the crack is so strong, or they're going to make a choice to say, you know what, I need to stop smoking this crack and I need to put it down, and I need to go pay my rent and I need to keep working. All right. Another thing is, nature is already our home, right? Nature provides us with everything we need. Nature provides us with the food we need to drink. I mean, shit, the food we need to eat, the water we need to drink, and everything we need to survive. All right. So this society training you to have to pay for food and have to pay for water and have to pay for shelter and electricity is just so backwards. So getting back to it, right? At the end of the day, you're gonna have to make a choice to where you you are gonna experience in life what you need to and wish to experience. All right. So if a person chooses to be, I mean, well, all right, let me rephrase that. If a person believes that they shouldn't be homeless, right, and they should have a house and they should be able to pay their bills, right? If even that's a choice, all right? That's a choice that that person is making. In all actuality, they don't have to do that. It's just their beliefs and their programming that makes them believe that they have to do that. But for right now, that's what they believe, all right? So if they don't make choices right now that's going to align with their desired outcome, then to that person and that person's reality, they're going to be dissatisfied with life, and they're not going to be satisfied with their choices. So now they're going to have to um change their actions and rewire themselves to build that discipline to be able to do the things that they need to do to have that desired outcome. And at the end of the day, too, also, people know exactly what they need to do and what they need to be doing to better themselves and enhance their lives, right? So if a person keeps going through the same situation and every time they go through it, it keeps getting worse and worse because they're making the choice to not listen and not follow the signs and not walk the path that they're meant to walk. At the end of the day, their life is just going to keep getting worse because they have made the choice to not do what they need to do. At the end of the day, yes, they need to do it, but they still have a choice. But it's just that with the choice that they have made, their life is not going to be as pleasant as they as they wish it would be. So at the end of the day, you always going to have a choice in life, all right? But predicated upon what choice you make is going to determine whether you live a pleasant life, a pleasant, easy life, enjoyable life, or whether you're going to live a miserable, depressing life. All right? That's going to be a choice that you have to make, and nobody else can make it for you, and nobody else can make you do what you know you need to do. All right? So remember, in any situation in life, you always have a choice, but always keep in mind why you making that choice, and if the choice you making is aligned with your desired outcome that you want in your life. All right, always keep that in mind in every choice you make. All right, it's Lonnie Spiritual. I'm gone.